had a situation recently, um, where somebody made me a promise, um, and they uh they um they didn't stick to it. And sure, granted, I don't know this person, personally, but we build relationships, and I'm the kind where your word is your bond. Your word is what you mean. It's your word, right? That's all I have to go off of is what you say, and I'm trusting you and assuming that you mean what you say and that you'll follow through. Well, they didn't. They didn't, and that's okay, you know, to a degree. But the point is, I would drop in on their conversations, and it seemed like that they were intentionally going the wrong direction. They were intentionally going the opposite of what they promised, and it struck me the wrong way. Because then I felt like it was a waste of you're wasting my time, but you lied to me first. You lied to me because not a matter that you made a mistake or you tripped up and you're still actively pursuing your your promise. You just flat out aren't doing it, right? And so it bothered me. I will be honest, it bothered me, and it made me want to deal with them from a distance, from afar, and to a degree I still am. I still am to a degree. um because two things. One, it reminds me of a situation that I just came out of. It reminds me of the situation that I'm still coming out of, but also it breaks trust. It breaks the trust, because if that's all that we have and you violate that, you put the other person, or in the case me, in a place where I don't know that I can believe what you're saying. And if all relationships are built on trust and I can't believe what you say, then we got a problem. We got a big problem, right? Because now I don't know whether you're being truthful, whether you're being upfront, whether you're just saying something that you think I want to hear. I don't know what you're doing. And that's not good. Because then that reputation would then tend to precede you. Well, so and so, you gotta watch them because they just say anything. There's a saying that I was made privy to that says you can make your mouth say anything, and you can. Truth or otherwise, you can make your mouth say whatever you want it to say. But just know and understand that there are consequences that come as a result. And so now, the trust that I had in that person has diminished significantly. And I expressed that. I did express that to them. Because that's only fair, right? It's only fair to tell them what's what, and even when you do that, it wasn't you did this. This is you did this, and this is how you made me feel this way. That's not what it is. It is more of this is what happened, and this is how I feel as a result of it. That way, you're not accusatory. It's all in what you say and how you say it. That way, you don't accuse them of doing anything because they don't make you feel. You feel as a result, and so you put it that way. And they end up telling me, well, they're still going to do it. They're waiting for this, waiting for that, which unfortunately to me was a bunch of excuses, because in this particular case, all right, dude, have a great night. In this particular case, you could have started. You could have started, and then once those other things fell in place, it would supplement or complement what you had already started, rather than you saying you're going to do something completely flip and then say I'm waiting for this, that kind of thing. So that's that. But did I do that? I think I did. So I guess my point is, be careful what you say. All right. All people have to go off is all people can go off are your words. That's all we can go off of. We don't know anything else but what you say, and then mean what you say. So that means you need to choose your words carefully. Don't just say something and say, but that's not what I meant. But that's what you said. And so I don't know what you meant. I just know what you said. So be very careful in what you say. The words that come out of your mouth have meaning. And then the perception of that could be individual to each person. Even though you said the same thing, which is why I make it a habit and a practice to repeat back to the person that's messing with me. To repeat back to the person, Mario dying over and over again with this black screen is messing with me. I make it a point to repeat back to the person what it is that what I understood that they said, which gives them the opportunity to say no. Ouch. Gives them the opportunity to say no, that's not what I'm saying, or that's not what I meant. This is what I meant. That way we all have an understanding. Because if you say something, I perceive it a different way, we still haven't communicated. Because you have one understanding, I have another. And so we can never, it won't mesh together because we're in two different spaces. So in that, in your communication, make sure you understand. And here's the thing, right? Most people say that it's up to the sender to make sure that the receiver understands. I choose to disagree. I choose to feel that it's the job of both parties to make sure that both parties understand. If I'm telling you something, I need to know that you understand. So then I should take the extra effort to make sure you do. If you're telling me something, evidently it's something I need to know. So then I should take the extra effort to make sure I understand what you're saying. If both sides are doing that, there won't be a miscommunication. There won't be a situation, well, I thought you said, well, I thought you meant, or any of that where everybody be on the same page. Bottom line is, if we're going to communicate, let's do it effectively. Let's do it in a manner that makes sense. Let's do it in a manner where nobody's confused, where everybody's perceptions are the same. Everything is what it should be. All right. And you won't run into situations. And just remember, what you say has meaning. You can't just be out here willy-nilly just saying whatever you want to say and just, that's that. I mean, you can do what you want, but don't expect that there won't be some sort of consequence or some sort of reaction, some sort of something as a result of what you said or what you failed to say. Because you could leave out details that are important and get a different meaning than what you said. Further, it's how you say something that can make even more of a difference, because how you say it can give a wrong perception. Think about it. A lot of us have siblings, and if not, we have people that we grew up with. It's one thing for, hey, your mom said come here. Nothing is, your mama said come here. You're thinking, well, what did I do? Hey, so-and-so's on the phone for you. Ooh, so-and-so called for you. All those they have the same meaning if you look at the word specifically, but the way you said it implies something else. All of this goes into, I guess we're talking about communication. All of that goes into communication. But it is very important to make sure that you are saying what you're intending to convey. Otherwise, you'll have problems. Otherwise, you have issues. And that leads to contention, that leads to conflict, or just flat out misunderstanding. In the business that I'm in, one of them that I'm in, that simple misunderstanding could lead to lives being lost. It's gotta be essential. It's gotta be important to you that you understand what's being said, or you make sure what's being said is understood. It's vital. It is very much important for that. All right. And of course, that is how you take care of yourself and each other, by effectively communicating, making sure that what you're conveying is accurately conveyed, making sure what you're receiving is received as it was conveyed. All right. So that's that. I can't go too much longer because this hurts. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here.